Alright guys, what is up? Today I have a nice brand new video for you guys, okay? How I made $55,000 to be exact in just 5 trading days or even the start of the month, right? It's 6 September as per recording this video. It's a Saturday, so only from the 1st till the 5th is possible to make money, right? I made $55,000. I'm gonna show everything with proof and break down everything for you guys. Now let's first start with the proof, right? Because the proof was in the pudding, trust me. So I'm excited to record this video. It's been a long time since I recorded the video with such excitement. I know it's kind of weird, but let's get right into it. So we can see we have here 4 150k top sub accounts, which are up $7,783, which comes around $31,000, okay? And then if we go to this 50k, it's up, well, it's up $3,500, which it was supposed to be 7k, because as you can see, we requested a payout yesterday of $3,500, as you can see. Obviously, I'm not counting August, because August, at the end of August, I was up $9,000 as well. Now, anyways, that right there is $35,000 plus obviously the 3.5, which makes it $38,500, right? You can take your calculator if you can't keep up with these numbers, because man's making too much money. Now that is $38,000. Then we have Alpha Futures, $4,500 per account. You can see the proof right here. Yeah, so $4,500 per account. The weird thing with Alpha is I thought these accounts were breached, so I bought 3 more evaluations, and these 3 more evaluations are passed at 158.900. And I can actually show you guys that. If I go to my accounts and if I show you the account metrics, 158,900. So they're about to be passed. And I thought these funded accounts were breached, which they're not. So obviously these are extra funders that I have on the side ready whenever these do get breached. So that's 4,500. That's $13,500. That's already $51,000. So imagine, actually what I made is about $65,000 to $70,000. And I'm gonna take my calculator for this, okay? So I was at $36,500 plus $13,000. That's $49,500 already, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, obviously this, $13,500. So that's $52,500, right? Now, obviously that's all cool and well. I also made another $1,500 on my Fun and Trader Marks account. As you guys know, that's like my bill account, you know, to pay my mom. And then we have Funding Pips, 3 $100,000 accounts, which you can see 4,429. plus 4,256 plus 3,810. That is $66,495. We also had another payout from Alpha that was 4,410. Now I don't have a profit certificate from this because this payout was actually from last year. Kind of weird. It was supposed to get paid, it didn't, and then I kind of figured it out on accident. Okay, and I still managed to get paid. So that was so that's $70,000. Now you guys know me, as legitimate as I am, I only count my profit share. I don't count the actual money that I've made because I haven't, because obviously the profit share, right? So as you guys can see, that's all the proof in the pudding. $71,000, only 6 days into the market. Now you guys can tell me whatever the fuck you want. I don't know a better trader than me, and I don't know another trader will show you this amount of proof. Now if that proof isn't enough for you, you can see $73,000 on just Funding Pips, by the way. Now anyways, that's all cool and well, but let's get into the actual trade breakdowns. Now for these trades, it took about a total of, I would say, 6 to 7 trades, okay? Let me start with the first one. These are the Friday trades. Friday was NFP, if you guys know. I entered before NFP, and with NFP, it really rolled in, right? So let's get right into it. If you look at NASDAQ, I don't trade NASDAQ that often, I'll be real, but this was just a nice setup that I wanted to take. And let me walk you guys through it. So we can see this is a 50-minute continuation buy, okay? If we go down to the 1 minute, we can see that NASDAQ was obviously increasing price, and I was aiming for this 50-minute supply zone to get targeted. You can see there's a nice 50-minute supply zone with all of this liquidity. As you guys can see, a very nice 50-minute supply zone with all of that liquidity being targeted. So I wanted to buy there. And potentially what I was expecting, I'll be real, what I was expecting, sells for NFP, buys before NFP. So what I was expecting was to hit TP before NFP, which didn't happen. Now anyways, what can we see right here? I'm going to explain it very, very simple. We saw market open, we had this push. Then we had a 1 minute chalk flip. This looked better on the futures chart. Obviously this is not the futures chart. with 1 minute chalk flip inside this demand. Very clean and simple. I put my SL on the low just to be sure. On the futures chart, it was a little bit different. And I rode this trade. It took a long time. I didn't sleep all night, by the way. I was awake all night. My sleep said I had been fucked. But I was in this trade all night, yeah. And my original TP was this high right here. But on the futures chart, which is very fucking weird, this high, it's the same high, same 15-minute high, was around here. Or even higher. I'm not really sure where it was, but it was higher. And it did not get hit. It literally kept edging and edging and edging and edging, and it didn't hit. And I got pissed. But you know, flex trades being flex trades. What did flex trades do? What the fuck did I do? Now I thought, what are the odds of FOMC being a sell? 0. That's what I was thinking, because I was also in gold buys, which I will break down in a bit. Gold buys were also supporting the buys, and everything was kind of supporting the buys. So what did flex trade do? Flex trade extends his TP because he's like that. Okay, so where did I accept my TP to? To the supply. And yeah, you can see NFP happened, boom. I don't know why I said FOMC. NFP happened, boom. Fucking dildo candle up your ass. I made my money. So that was a very, very good trade. I'm very happy with this trade. Now, I keep saying FOMC. NFP ends, but the money never ends. Price comes into my supply, right? Price gives me a chalk flip. Very beautiful. I don't enter right away. I actually enter on this retest, which was a very risky entry. I usually don't do this. And I'm not saying that it's a risky entry because of the retest. It's because they actually went very high. But I actually entered this because I forgot to enter here. I was busy with doing something that I don't not remember calling. But there was good liquidity right here, and obviously the news low liquidity because we first had a pump down and then a pump up. Because I almost got break even, by the way. I was a break even, obviously MFP. But this made me another $1,400, which was $5,600. This made me like $3,000, which was multiplied by 4, $12,000. So only this made me $18,000 in a trade. Now that's NASDAQ, right? That's NASDAQ. Then we have EURUSD. Now EURUSD was 7.42 risk to reward. And let me break it down. Now I was expecting buys of EURUSD to these highs. Yeah, this is what I was first originally expecting for the Asia. But I was expecting to hit TP by NFP. Okay, now price Asia session rolls in. We get a little bit of retracement. Once this retracement happens, we get price into this demand. I just entered straight off this demand because I felt I was like kind of swinging it. You can see that my stop loss was a little bit wide. Obviously here it's like 10 pips, but essentially the goal was to just give it a little bit breathing room because I was expecting price to go to the upside. Now price went to the upside. Price did fucking go. Like this is 94 pips, okay? Price did go to the upside. Now price was here by London session, and I was like thinking like, look, flex, what are the odds of price continuing going higher, or what are the odds of price even going down more if NFP is coming? Worst case what happens, price comes down and NFP happens and we pump. Then I looked at my odds. What are the odds? Where could price go? And I'll be real, I was targeting this 4-hour high. I was like, look, I think EURUSD is going to this 4-hour high. And that was just my personal thinking. So actually I TP'd here for a 7 risk reward. And that was my personal thinking, right? And it did go there. Very simple and very efficient. Very clean trade. Just I'm like that. So that was a very nice trade as well. And then we have gold, right? We have I would say about 2 trades on gold that I could break down for you guys. Now the first trade right here is from this demand right here. This is the demand that broke the supply of all-time high, right? You can see here the all-time high. We had this huge drop, bro. Huge fucking drop, yeah. From Asia session, it dropped like $50. And then it wicked up. Now on this wick up, I already caught my first entry. But that was another account that I'm not gonna break down. But I was looking for continuation buys. I never really got a good entry. So it's actually more like one trade. I don't know why I said 2 trades, because the one trade is one that I'm not gonna break down because it was kind of different. So this trade, by the way, you can see I sent a daily analysis to my Discord saying, look, it's either gonna go up from this demand to this demand. If there is confirmation in the demand, then you're supposed to long. And from this demand, we caught, this is about, well, daddy got y'all, like 500 pips, no, 400 pips to be exact. So that is very, very nice. But what did happen here? Now for the whole Asia session, price was accumulating to the upside. We did get a retest here during London. I took my entry here. This is also the trade that I took on my Funding Pips account. Pretty much on every account. You can see the price just took out this low. Just took it out. Price swept this low. Broke this high. Gave a very fast chalk flip. I entered here. So this is actually two trades I can actually tell you guys. My first TP was at this high. This was my first original TP. It just hit, and that was the trade that made me that $13,000 on Funding Pips. 3.68 risk to reward to be exact. So the total risk was about $3,000 divided by 3, which is $1,000 to make $13,000. I will take that gladly. And then I was obviously still in that trade on my thingy account. No, actually, I was in this trade. I'm sorry. Excuse me, mate. I was in this trade, in Asia session, and I was a buy on my TopStep account, to be exact. Per your calendar, mate. I'm watching a bit of Suits, so, you know, I'm speaking like Harvey Specter. Life is this. I like this. Anyways, I'm goofing out a little bit too much. But, yeah, that was a trade, and I did TP around all-time highs, which was a 9 risk to reward Dini Zucchini trade. Now, all in all, those are the trades that made me $73,000. I don't fucking know how many $1,000. All I know is I'm gonna make more $1,000. If that wasn't enough, obviously the Discord had, I mean, this guy withdrew $1,200. Well, we're not gonna talk about that because I don't know. EU short. He wasn't German 40 sells, German 40 buys. Some guys twerking. This guy caught 1 to 9, very clean. $1,300. He passed the phase 1 with the gold buy. $1,250 withdrawal. 80 with $5,000 days, 3.6%, $360, $713. That was me on EU. That was actually Pip Farm. Gold longs, he made about $1,000. You can see Chantel with also gold buy. See, everyone kind of took the same trade because of obviously my zone. And then if you go to student proof, which is the latest proof, we can see that he passed the phase 1. He 300 euros on his personal account. He passed the Jenny passed his first 10k evaluation. Congrats to Jenny. Sofian with 50k. Stavros with double payout. Romano with his first 50k top stuff funded. And we could go on and on. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to learn how to day trade and make 5 figures a month consistently, make sure to check the free training in the link down below. It's completely free. Check it out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.